we are in a serious, deep political and economic crisis, and it's global. And everybody knows that. If you turn on mainstream media sources, they're not going to necessarily talk about it. But I'm going to ask all of you here at the table, okay? This is going to be really basic, fundamental. Does everybody have enough to eat? Do you have enough clothes on your back? Do you have a reliable roof over your head?
Some do.
You do? Do you specifically? Do you?
I personally do.
Yeah.
I feel like I do.
Yeah, privileged enough to be able to.
At times I haven't. You know, I had to scrape through garbage cans and dumpsters and scrounge up $1 just go get a dollar sandwich. But you know, I worked really hard, and now I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But there's too many that still have to do that.
I feel like for me, the majority of why I am so stable is because I have a job that I have a union backing me and my job, and I have tenure. I'm also an instructor at a community college. So our union has, you know, is part of a bigger union, and so on and so on. You know, an association and so on. We're an independent union, but you know, statewide there's still a few professors that have tenure. I mean, in relationship, I would say, I don't know, 25%, 30% have tenure. It's a dying breed.
Yes.
In education and academia. But because of that, I'm able to, I know I'll have a job next semester, I'll have classes and all of that. And then because I don't have to worry about where I'm going to get my job, and I was part-time for 10 years, so I know how it is to scrounge by, and classes get canceled, and then I don't have money, and then I have to, you know, all of that. But
So you were an adjunct?
Yes, I was adjunct, and because I'm no longer adjunct, and I have that security in my life, I can devote myself to other things and other causes. You know, I have the time and energy, and I don't have to worry about. And I feel like if people had that security, very basic security, and their needs taken care of, they could get more involved politically.
That's right.
You know, who has time to vote? I mean, we have to they might have to research and all that stuff too much. Why, you know, why bother? And plus, why bother after the fact?
Yeah.
You know, so they got to get food on their tables. They got to pay for their doctor bills and all that stuff. And those are the things I don't have to worry about, fortunately, and therefore I can get involved politically.
Well, there's an incentive to keep us that way too.
Yes.
Because when people are fighting for their survival, their family's survival, they don't have time to think about oil companies and drug companies and how they're profiting. It's one of the many ways that they turn us against each other, because we're all fighting for a scrap of one slice of pie when they have the rest of the whole pie. And when you're struggling day to day, it's very hard to look past your immediate circumstances and realizing that there's severe systemic issues that created your reality, and they're that way for a reason, because a small group of elites want it to be that way.
Right.
Right.
When you're a rat on the wheel, you don't have time to get off and figure out how to unlock the cage.
That's true. That's a
So you want to keep us all, you know, like cogs in the wheel.
Yeah, she's addressed a very important issue with my students. Believe it or not, I have students that are homeless.
yeah.
I've had students that had food insecurity, and they're under stress to pay tuition they can hardly afford. They either have part-time jobs or are unemployed and trying to struggle to get through college. So it puts a double burden, or triple burden on them, you know, because we're demanding certain educational, intellectual standards. At the same time, they can't feed themselves, which indicates to me the major conventional institutions are in crisis. We can't even feed our own students.